Hi all, it's Barb. Welcome to my craft studio. I've got just a few things to share with you. I got an HSN order and I went to Dollar General and Family Dollar. I'll be right back. Okay. At Family Dollar, I found this color book. It was $3, but I really liked it, and it does have some Aurora in it. But I thought the pictures were really nice, though different than what you would expect from the cover. But I decided to go ahead and pick it up. And then when we went to Dollar General, hubby found this Marvel one, and he says, "I want that one." I'm like, "Okay, you can have that one." This was only $1. And I found some Christmas tags. There's 15 in here, but I thought I might be able to use those if I do a junk journal. I'm collecting, so I hope it actually could do it for you. It's just, I'm kind of running low on time. And then there's 12 in here. You get 3 of each, and I thought those were really cute too, and I could use them in crafting somehow. I picked this up for hubby because he just likes messing with things like these. Honestly, one of the things they recommend in later's Alzheimer's is like this, you know, like the play blanket you see babies have that you can do different flaps and things. They have one of those made on that kind of theory for Alzheimer's patients. So I picked this one up for him. I figured he could play with the bubbles and such. And then my HSN auto ship for the Grand Marquis arrived. It was the celebrations. I think it's considered birthdays. It comes with a really nice envelope. I wish it had come with a big magnet this size, but I think I may have one left. I should probably look and see if HSN carries those really big magnets, because maybe I need to buy a couple more of those, another set of them or whatever. It came with these 2 dies. Honestly, it was the main reason I got the Grand Marquis. Is I wanted the die sets that were from the auto ship. And then it came with this white on the back. Yeah, I'm like, it's usually easier to see stamp sets if you put something behind it. It came with these stamp sets that you can add textures and you know, whatever, to the die sets. And this one. Honestly, you could use those the cupcakes for any holiday. Just decorate them for the holiday. I'll kind of show you the instruction sheets just so you get an idea of what it's supposed to do. This is for, this one looks like this. See, it makes it into this little cupcake. And then the other big die makes like the cupcake wrapper. So you can kind of see what it'll do there. I don't really see one where they show it like all together, but it makes like a cupcake wrapper to stitch your little paper cupcake in. And then this is ones for how to use the stamp sets in conjunction with either those dies or just on a card, like a flat image. So see, this is kind of what the 2 dies will create, a cupcake in a cupcake wrapper. But like for Halloween, instead of using the die to give it that texture thing, you could use Halloween paper or something like that for it, or Christmas paper for Christmas, you know. But anyways, that's what came in that set. Now I've got to get this set and the two new dies that I bought at Michael's cataloged. My goal is to get those cataloged by the end of the month. That's my goal, because I want to start out next month with next month will be color month, so I want to have just my color stuff to do. Obviously, if I buy anything new, I'll have to get that. But I'd like to get anything that I've bought this month put away. I just thought I would add on what I got at our library. Has a book sale twice a year. They have books and videos and CDs and whatever. So we picked up a couple of movies that hubby wanted. He wanted The Man from Snowy River. I think we've seen this years ago, and as I remembered right, it was a pretty good movie if it's the one I'm thinking of. He wanted the Spaceball one, 42, the Jackie Robinson story. I was hoping to find Nancy Drew, The Secret in the Old Clock, which is the first Nancy Drew. But I like the yellow covers because this is the type I had as a kid. I did have a bunch of really older ones that had like the old blue cover. And I thought I had kept those, but I'm thinking they must have been in the basement in a box, and I just had them basically watched for my mother's china, and the rest I let them get rid of. So I'm thinking I just lost them, which, you know, it's not major. It's not a big issue, but I would have liked to have picked a few of them out of the box if I had remembered they were down there, but I just didn't remember that they were there at all. But I did pick up this one. I might watch at Goodwill for a few other ones because I was thinking I'd like to keep one or two, and I'd like to maybe try to make like a junk journal eventually out of another one. And then the rest of them I found are all little golden books. I found Mickey's Christmas Carol, which I remember my kids having this one, and I thought that one would be a fun one. I remember my kids having this one too, Jingle Bells. I bought another copy of Rudolph. I have two other ones, but this cover was different as well, so then I can decide which cover I want to use to make into a junk journal and which ones I want to get rid of. I bought Lady. I remember my kids having this one too, The Biggest, Most Beautiful Christmas Tree. I think it's Richard Scarry. I'm not positive. No, it's not. Story and Pictures by Amy Rosenberg. It very much reminds me of the old Richard Scarry comics. I always look in the front covers because I know I donated all of our little golden books. I think I donated them to our old school library. And then this one, I think, is an older one. It looks older anyways. Bambi. I was going to see what it said. It definitely looks older throughout. It's got some taped pages inside. Copyright 1928 and then 1941 and 1948 by Disney. I really just think, looking at it, that it is it's just older. I mean, this is kind of a red color. Just see how it looks inside. It just looks. But anyways, that's all I've got to share today. I want to thank you for joining me. I'll catch you next time.